Croeso. We are now going to look at oes. Oes something gyda ti. Have you got, or have you got a? Now there are several ways to say yes and no in Welsh, and a particular reason attached to each, and you will learn more about that as you work your way through the courses. But for now, with this course, it is worth just learning familiar patterns, so the question and the correct response. So let's have a look at oes something gyda ti. So if we try that with oes tedi gyda ti. And our response for this would be oes or nag oes. And you'll notice with the nag oes, it is written as two separate words. However, when you say it, we say it as one. So nag oes. Nag oes. So let's try that now as a question with a response. Oes tedi gyda ti? Oes. Oes tedi gyda ti? Nag oes. And then when you're building on your patterns, then it's worthwhile thinking of the full response then. So, oes tedi gyda ti? Oes mai tedi gyda fi? Oes mai tedi gyda fi? Well, then there's the negative. Oes tedi gyda ti? Nag oes. Does dim tedi gyda fi. Now it'll be worth practicing now with different vocabulary. Don't be too concerned if you don't know all the vocabulary of the pictures that are below. It's okay as long as you're practicing the language pattern itself. So if you know it, you could say oes car gyda ti, oes bwced gyda ti. But if not, just focus on the language pattern and you can build on your vocabulary as you work your way through. Now you may wish to pause just to practice these before moving on to the next slide. Here we have the Gorchmynion. Gorchmynion. Now this is a tricky word in itself, a word for commands. And you'll notice some of these will be very familiar to you and some you may not feel as confident or as familiar with. So I'll work our way through these now and practice them together. So dewch I mewn. Dewch I mewn. Edrychwch. Edrychwch. Gwrandewch. Gwrandewch. Dewch I eistedd. Dewch I eistedd. Eisteddwch. Eisteddwch. Eisteddwch yn dawel. Eisteddwch yn dawel. Eisteddwch mewn cylch. Eisteddwch mewn cylch. Sefwch. Sefwch. Now we have to be particularly careful with this one because quite often we do mix up the sefwch and the eisteddwch, because occasionally you will hear people saying steddwch, shortening that sit down. So it's really important that you're quite clear when you're saying eisteddwch or steddwch and sefwch. Sefwch mewn llinell. Sefwch mewn llinell. Sefwch wrth y drws. Sefwch wrth y drws. Cerddwch. Cerddwch. Now you may wish to go through some of these again and practice them before moving on to the next slide. Here we have parts of the day, so it could be parts of the routine of the school or of your particular class. Now you may be very familiar with the mae hun, as we use that with the weather, but as you can see, it or it is or it's, is here. So mae hun amser chwarae. Mae hun amser ginio. Mae hun amser gwasanaeth. Mae hun amser llaeth. Mae hun amser snack. These can also be said with just the amser snack. So for example, the next one, mae hun amser tacluso, would be fine, especially encouraging the pupils to say amser tacluso. Amser tacluso. Or going back to amser llaeth. Okay, so mae hun amser tacluso. Mae hun amser peintio. Mae hun amser canu. Mae hun amser golchi dwylo. Mae hun amser stori. Mae hun amser darllen. Mae hun amser mynd adre. You'll notice some of these are much easier to say as they're much more similar to how we would say it in English, for example, snack and story. Whereas some you may need to practice a little more. For example, with the alphabet, if you're not as familiar with saying the sound, mae hun amser darllen. Mae hun amser llaeth. Maybe worth practicing a little more. Or for example, with the sound, you might want to practice further with the mae hun amser chwarae. Mae hun amser golchi dwylo. So you may wish to pause on this slide to practice, especially if there are particular words that are new to you or sounds that you feel you need to make further practice with.